Well, it's midweek after a long weekend. I know some of you are already asking that, was it really long? Yes, it was a long weekend. Monday, Tuesday was a holiday. But hey, we're all back at work and we're taking it serious and easy, right? My name is Doreen Avio and you are welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz here on the JoyNews channel. And today, this weekend is VGMA. I have some updates for you. And do you remember Burna Boy's performance? The whole Blacko performing his song, Blacko not being there. I have some updates on that as well. Plus, Burna Boy was on Trevor Noah's show, and man, I've never seen him smile so broad like that. Well, this and many more right here on the show. Don't go away. If you're just joining me, this is Let's Talk Showbiz, and with just few days to the VGMA Weekend, artists have started talking. Some of them are calling for votes. Some of them have started bragging, and how is it like? Yeah, telling us that they would win various categories they've been nominated for. But trust me, this whole week definitely will bring you, insights on VGMA. But earlier today on Daybreak Hits, Kweku Darlington and Scott Evans were on the show, and they have been talking, especially Scott Evans. I mean, those who are saying that he doesn't deserve a nomination one way or the other, the young man has a message for you. So let's listen to their conversation earlier today on Daybreak Hits.
People are entitled to their opinions, but ultimately, I think the same people who are talking about this thing are the same people who have been asking for the favor and the grace of God. And the same favor and the grace of God is working, and hard work is working for someone, and we are going against it. But I think ultimately all things work together for our good, so I'm good.
Collaboration for which song? This song right here? The remix. Okay. And then hip-hop song, same song?
Yeah, Sikabe Fie.
Okay. It seems it's going to really work for you. Which one are you winning?
Probably Collaboration of the Year.
Collaboration of the Year.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, Sikabe Fie wasn't just a street anthem, it wasn't just a hip-hop song. It was a motivational song as well. The people love the song.
Right, so that was it on VGMA. So as I said, just expect more of it once I come here to bring you the latest in your world of showbiz. Now let's move straight to that whole CD coin thing. I'm sure you've heard about it. CD coin here, CD coin there, Stone Boy, Brigito 2, the back and forth on Twitter. It's got a lot of people talking, and including Men's Gold customers, aggrieved ones. And one of their members has come out to actually, ask that maybe security should, speak to Stone Boy and find out who exactly is behind it. His name is Fred Forson. Plus, Uncle Ken also had his say on the CD coin.
First of all, three things have happened. The first one is that we issued a formal statement. Then the next day, Bank of Ghana came around and issued a statement, a caution to the public. Then Stone Boy came with a disclaimer. I would address this disclaimer. But first of all, it's important for us to know that with what has happened to the Men's Gold issue, this issue ought to be treated as a national disaster. Simply, we are asking that the security agency should invite him to tell us who are the people behind the CD coin.
If the Bank of Ghana felt that this cryptocurrency, CD coin, was doing something against the law, the general law, not their laws, not their laws, the general law, it would have stated that in black and white and said to the CD coin operators, you are not allowed to operate under such and such and such and such a law. Rather, it said that under their laws,
it's unregulated.
They are unregulated. That is my worry. That is my worry. So it looks like
the regulation needs to come quickly.
We need a regulation against this, like some other countries in Africa have. They have, but we don't. So these people also knowing the gaps, knowing that, well, I'm not going to come to you for any regulation, but I'm doing something that you cannot stop me from doing. Because if we can stop them, why are we wasting time with all these conversations?
Right, so that's it on the CD coin, and I believe that once we get in touch with Stonebwoy, we'll get all the updates that is coming with it and what is happening so far, whether he's associated with it, whether he has anything to do with it. But trust us to bring you the latest on that later here on Let's Talk Showbiz. Now, let's move straight to Burna Boy, who is making waves, across the world. Everyone is talking about Burna Boy after his performance at the Madison Square Gardens. Of course, he was on Trevor Noah's show. He's been talking about his feet, the fact that right now, dear, when you talk about, artists doing the best or the most, he's one of them. 20,000 capacity. And also he spoke about his mom, of course, being his manager, how he's able to, manage that. And most importantly, our own Sadiq coming in to talk about how Burna Boy did a great one by performing Black Sherif's song at the Madison Square Garden. Did you see the response? Ooh. Well, let's listen to Burna Boy and Sadiq on Showbiz A to Z on that.
Certainly, but it's actually a very, very good thing that Burna Boy is actually performing the song that he has with Blacko. Most importantly, also getting people to play it. Today, concerts, beyond providing the entertainment experience, live experiential music experience to the audience there, are also activation points for the music.
Yeah.
So look at the number of people that were there. If you got a certain percentage of these people shazamming and going to find the song, these are direct streams that will require some heavy marketing budget to be able to do.
Yeah.
So regardless whether Blacko is on the tour with him or not, it's a very, very good thing. I know that it's our wish that most Blacko would get opportunity to perform in front of crowds such as this, which is a good thing. If it happens, all well and good. But if it doesn't, we still need to give Burna Boy his flowers for activating Blacko's music.
Right.
Two of the songs, the second sermon, the remix that has him on it, and then Kweku the Traveler. It was played to that people that was there, and you could see the reaction.
Yeah.
At the point in time when the DJ brought it down, when he said, "Who never stumbles has the air."
Right.
When they brought it down, you could see the entire auditorium or venue saying, "No hands."
No hands.
Yeah.
And that gave me goosebumps. So it's still an activation point. It's still a very good thing. Obviously, the streams, the beneficial person here would always be Blacko.
Right.
Because you're getting a song played to such a crowd.
Over
So it's a
20,000.
good. So I don't know what Kwakes's tweet is meant to do, but like I said, I think he's just stunting. He's just trying to get into the trends or conversations, because really it's much ado about nothing.
The first Nigerian artist to ever sell out Madison Square Garden and to play it as well.
Well, you know one thing I always wondered, why, how come when it's me, they always point out the fact that I'm the first to do it, like the first that landed on the moon. You feel me? It's like, why when rock bands perform in Tokyo and stuff, they don't say the first American rock band to perform in Tokyo?
Because they're surprised. There is an element of surprise,
But why?
Because we've come a long way. Do you know how far Madison Square Garden is from Africa?
Yeah, but do you know how far away Tokyo is for Kiss and...
But you see, that's the thing, if you think about it. Culture has for such a long time been defined by America, and so it makes sense in a way for people to go of course the music's going to go there, of course the comedians are going to go there, of course, do you know what I mean? But now think about it, things are like to
move on.
But think about it, right? Yeah. For the world to change the way it has, you see Beyonce incorporating your music into her vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? These are big things that have never happened, and it's beautiful. Like everyone's embracing it.
If I was her, I would incorporate my music into her vibe. No, it's just like it's obviously it's not all peaches and roses.
Yeah.
You get me, but it's a lot of food. So that makes me happy enough.
You're the artist. your mom is the manager. Technically, that's a power balance that has shifted over. But now she's your mom, and she's an African mom, which means the power balance never shifts over. So,
exactly.
So, are there moments where your mom goes like, "No, this is how we're doing it, and that's how we do it"?
Well, I mean, you know what she does now? Like, she used to do that, and then that wouldn't work out for her because, you know, it's like, you get me?
I like how you just get stoic. I'm not moving.
Yeah, exactly. So she figured out some other way. She would make me feel like it's my decision.
Right, so that was Burna Boy. And now let's check what's going on the international front.
I mean, since I was a little boy, I said, I need to be strong because I thought one day I'd have to kill my father. And, you know, that's a similarity.
That's a big statement.
No, it is. I did. And I knew, once I got that, I was like, because he was a threat. It was one of those things where we never felt comfortable.
Yeah.
But once I did read Will's book, and I saw that he grew up in this violence. And then I also saw at the Academy Awards what happened. I understood Will. You understand what I mean? And what I mean is, and this is what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I remember when someone disrespected my wife, and I opened a book with an incident where I literally put a guy on his head on the concrete and started stomping him. I was going overboard. I blacked out. And
with anger.
With anger, with rage. And my wife was like, hey, stop.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Right.
I understood Will in that moment because I'd done worse than Will at times.
Yeah.
And it was the time that I behaved like Chris Rock, where I was able to keep my poise.
Yeah.
And in the middle of all this stuff, that was the time that saved my life. It's crazy.
Did you go through lots of therapy? Like, how do you get from A to B?
Therapy. And this was the other obstacle, was that growing up in my community, therapy was looked at as quackery.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't cure crazy. So for years, I resisted it.
I thought someone put something in my weed. I put my weed, I said, either I'm high or Will is high.
Right.
I was like,
and you know, I know Will didn't do that, so I got to be high.
I didn't, especially Will.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? If 50 Cent did that, you'd be like, But you don't think Will, in that moment, right before you're going to get an Oscar.
Right, and we've been waiting for it. That's why I was watching it live too, though, Marlon. I was watching it live because I was ready to see Will Smith have his moment that we all been waiting on.
He deserved that moment. And I just think the pressure of 30 years of being excellent, that's hard to do. And that man he just snapped. You know what I mean? Like, you got to check on your strong friends. Yo, that brother was something was wrong for him to just snap and forget about what he's been working toward for 30 years of perfection. And that brother, he snapped. And I'm not forgiving it. I'm not excusing it.
Right.
But I hit him up and I was like, hey, brother, you may want to go get you about 3 hours of therapy, like 15 hours this week. You need to sit down with a therapist and have a long talk. Something is going on with you.
Right.
And that wasn't him. See, I don't have that kind of pressure. He's been black excellent for 30 years. I've been black tightness. Ain't that
right?
much
Yeah,
pressure?
it's a total difference.
People
like,
expect me to do dumb stuff.
Right.
But him? Nah, not Will.
All right, so that will be it for Let's Talk Showbiz today's edition. A very big thank you to you, Seth, to you, Ike, to you, IB, and of course, Ebenezer. Trust me, when you talk of production, they're on point. My name is Doreen Avio. Remember to go onto myjoyonline.com, the entertainment page, for more of our stories. On Facebook and Twitter, it's Doreen Avio. And on Instagram, it's Doreen_Avio. Have a great afternoon.